Hi all, today we are going to solve one question of C programming which came in GATE 2018. The question involves the concept of strings, pointers and function calling. So let's have a look into this question. The main function, it has two strings str1 and str2, and then we have two functions fun1 and fun2, and after each function we see that there is a printf statement which is actually printing both the strings actually. Okay, so our goal is to find the output of this whole program, which basically means that we have to find what these two printf statements are printing after the function calls, after their respective function calls. First we will see how this str1 and str2, that is these two strings, are actually represented in memory. So str1 is a pointer of character type. This is str1, and this is the string we are having, hi. So this is a unnamed array, and it is having the size which is just enough to hold this hi, this string hi, which is of length 2 actually, and then this null pointer. This is str1, and this str1 is a pointer of character type, and it will hold the address of this first address of this string hi. So for example, let's suppose the first address is 500 here. So we can just write 500 here, and let's suppose for string 2 we will have the same scenario. This will be b y e and then this null character. So let's suppose this address is 600, the first address 600 will be here. And now what I will be doing is that, let's suppose that str1, it is itself having some address. Let's suppose this is having address 50, and similarly for str2, let's have the address as 60. Okay, cool. Now let's have a look on this function fun1. So here what we are passing str1 and str2, which are pointers of character type. So char star s1, it is also a pointer of character type, and s2 as well. So what these s1 and s2 will be holding, s1, this s1 will contain 500, and s2, this will contain the contents sold by str2, that is 600. No issues till now. Now we have a variable temp of character type pointer as well. It is also a pointer, and here we see temp equal to s1. So temp will be having the contents of s1. s1 is having 500. Temp will also contain 500. So temp will be 500 here. And now we have the next statement, s1 equal to s2. s1 will be having the value of s2. s2 is storing 600. So we will have s1 as 500. Let's update the value. Sorry, it will be 600. Let's update this value. It will be 600. And now the second one, we have s2 equal to temp. s2 will be having the value stored by temp. Temp is storing 500. Then this will be changed to 500. Now what s1 will point? s1 will point to this place actually, this pi, and then s2, you can just draw it like this. This will point to this string. Okay, so if we have to print s1 and s2 here in this function, then if we for example print s1 and s2, then s1 will give the value by 1 and s2 will give the value by 2, but s2 will give the value high actually, sorry. But we are not doing any print statement here. The function gets over and we are here. Now let's consider this printf. Printf star is, sorry, printf percentages str1 str2. So basically here what we are doing is that we are printing the values of str1 and str2. Here we see that str1 and str2, both these have not been changed. It is intact. So only hi by will be printed here. No changes in str1 and str2 for pointers. These are intact and str1 is pointing to high and str2 is pointing to buy. No changes. Here we only did the changes to s1 and s2 which are actually local to this function. So no changes here. It will not affect anything for this str1 and str2. So the output is a high and buy. Now this was for fun1. Let's have a look on function 2, that is fun2. So this is fun2. Okay. Now here we see that we are passing the address of str1 and str2 in the function parameters. Earlier I gave the address of str1 and str2 as well. str1, let's suppose I gave the address 50 and I assume that it is at location 60 str2. Okay. So what we will be passing is that these values 50 and 60, and here we see that it is a pointer to pointer of character type s1 and s2. So here in this case what s1 will hold? S1 will hold 50, the address of str1 actually, and s2 will hold 60, the address of str2 actually. Now it holds 50, 50 is the address of str2. So we can write it like this. This is, sorry, 50 is the address of str1. We can write it like this, str1. And what is the content of str1? 500. And what is 500? This will be pointing to this. And similarly for str2 we will be having this 60 is the address of str2 and str2 is having 600, and this is actually pointing to this. Okay. So this is the representation we can consider. Now here we see char star temp. It is a temp variable here, temporary variable, and it is of character type pointer. Now we see temp equal to star s1. So star s1 means that we are dereferencing this once. So if we dereference it for one time, then we will get the contents of str1. And what is the content of str1? 500. So what we will be having for this temp equal to star 1, temp will be having the value 500 here. Again at this statement, star s1 equal to star s2. What we will be having in star s1? Star s1 means that this one, this place. That means the value stored in str1. Okay. So what will be stored in str1? That is star s1. The value stored at star s2, that is str2. So this will be updated to 600 actually. This is 600 now, and now star s2 equal to temp. So star s2, this will be this place, and what is the value at temp? 500. So this will be updated to be 500. Let me just make the changes. So this one was 600 after changes, and this one was 500. Now let us redraw these pointers, these pointer lines. This will be cut off actually 600. This is 600, and this 500. This is 500. So this is the new representation here. So what we see is that after this operation, str1 is pointing to buy, and similarly str2 is pointing to high. So this is the actual happening after the execution of function 2. The pointers have been reversed, and str1 now points to buy and str2 points to high. Now if we just come to this printf statement and then print str1 and str2, then what we will be getting? str1 is pointing to buy as mentioned in this part. Just consider this part. This part was the older part for function 1. This is for function 2 actually. So here you see s1 is, that is str1 is, sorry, s1 str1 is pointing to buy. So if we print str1, it will print buy, and then if we print str2, it will print high. So this is the answer. High by high. If we look into the options, then we will see A is the correct answer. High by high. This is the correct answer. Hope you have understood the solution. If any doubts, let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching.